If you don't own your lead flow, you do not own your business. The fastest way to lose your listing, to lose your business, to lose your lead is to let your hard-earned leads leak out to competitors while you're out on a showing or out dealing with other customers. And this is super common because what will happen is you spend all of your time talking, building your leads, building your book of business. Those referrals start coming in. You're out doing your business. You're out showing, you're out closing, you're out doing your job. And your referral goes into the office and somebody's sitting at the front desk and says, "Oh, I can help you." Now all of a sudden, your hard work, your referred lead gets plucked up by somebody else. They may be on the same team, but they're also your competition. They are competing for the same leads and they just stole your lead. How much is that commission worth to you? Controlling your lead flow is super important. It's phase one. And the reason that phase one is super important is because it's the foundation of everything else that you're going to do throughout your career. When you control, when you own your lead flow, you own your business. Otherwise, you're just a taker. You are receiving the charity, you're receiving the benefit of someone else's work, be it the broker, or you are acquiring someone else's leads that they have worked for semi-unethically. What we want to get done in our phase one, our establishment of leads and our lead flow process, we need to get yourself a website, we need to get you a chatbot, and we need to build your traffic. Before the fancy stuff, you need a container that catches every lead and qualifies them. It sounds simple and it sounds basic, but you need the bucket to carry your water. You need the canteen. You need the vessel that is going to be the foundation of everything else we're going to do. There are 3 core phase one assets to control your leads. We need a 24/7 real estate chatbot on our website that we're going to put together for you. We need a professionally cared for WordPress website that stays fast, secure, and conversion focused. We need to create and manage our ads so that we can generate traffic consistently. Those ad strategies, those traffic focused ad strategies are pointed straight into our lead collection system. There are 3 basic failure modes that keep showing up again and again and again. As agents, we're going to be paying for our leads that we don't control. We're going to be letting a portal or broker system capture prospects first. We are relying on forms nobody fills out and inbox chaos. From top down, if you are paying for leads that you don't control, you are putting your money into someone else's pocket and you will remain completely dependent upon them as your top-end producer of leads. You do not control your business. You do not control your lead flow. You are completely subject to the whims of someone else. Similarly, letting a portal or broker system capture our prospects first is going to stand in the way of ever reaching the top ranks. And that can be diverted, that can be changed, it can be moved, it can be positioned in such a way that we struggle to reach the top spot. Relying on forms that no one fills in, inbox chaos, and all the janky stuff that goes on becomes difficult, because what you will eventually find out is that a lot is slipping through your fingers, and it's typically way more than we expect, way more than we think. Until we realize how big that hole is, we don't realize just how much has slipped past over such a long period of time. What changes for us fundamentally when our phase one is installed? Every click, every QR scan, every social media visit is greeted, pre-qualified, and stored in your CRM as an asset that you own. What we'll end up doing is we'll take our database, and every time one of our new friends is questioned and qualified by our chatbot, that new friend gets their own customized email sent to your list from your database. And then we can input that directly into our CRM. We own our lead from start to finish all the way through. They come to our site, they fill in our form, they pre-qualify, they're ours to talk to. Your website stops being an online brochure. Pretty as it may be, you need your website to start working like a 24/7 front desk with an always online assistant. And what that'll do is that when someone else is getting off of work super late and they know that they have to move because they're driving too far to get to their job that's keeping them too long, and they need that new house, now all of a sudden that customer can talk to you at 11 o'clock, midnight, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., when it's the only time they have available because they work every other day. If your foundation is really just a static website with a phone number, let's fix that. Book your 15-minute strategy session and we'll see what we can get ready for you and build out your phase one. That is the foundation that everything else is based upon. Remember, when you don't control your leads, you don't control your business. You are at the whims of someone else.